For hours, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission (Iebc) and agents of all presidential candidates were trying to figure out what to do with the two booklets of Form 34A and Form 34B that the commission received. But after 5 hours of immense discussions, all parties came to an agreement later in the day.
I also want to stress that a number of issues have been raised by the representatives of the candidates. We did not have enough time to address all of them, but the commission is going to do a question and answer and publish in the coming either tomorrow or day after.
We discussed a number of issues. As you know, there have been questions about transparency and credibility and preparedness of the election by the commission. We addressed some of those issues.
The documentation that is on transmission of results both from the polling station and the constituency to the national tally center, and basically these forms were Form 34A and Form 34B from the constituency.
Iebc says the agents of all presidential candidates have agreed to one Form 34A booklet being used for the presidential results transmission.
The Form 34A, which is the primary result form for presidential elections. And the issue arising out of that is that the commission printed two booklets of Form 34A. The reason given by the printers is that these are carbonated forms, self-inking forms, and you cannot have more than 6 if you must have a clear impression after one writes on the original.
According to the electoral body's chairman, Wafula Chebukati, the agreement was made at a meeting with all stakeholders where it was indicated that Form 34B is still being printed and will be sealed at the polling station.
And the outcome of that discussion is that we shall only use one booklet, the first booklet, for purpose of transmission of results for presidential election. We shall only use one booklet, Form 34A, for purpose of transmitting presidential results for purpose of the 2022 elections.
In the first booklet, which has 6 copies, the original will be delivered to the returning officer at the constituency tallying center, which will be used to correlate and tally results, which will be recorded in Form 34B.
Now, on the usage of the first booklet, the original will be brought to the National Tallying Center for purposes of verification of results by the National Presidential Returning Officer. Then the copies will be allocated as follows. 4 copies will be given to agents of presidential candidates. 1 copy will be put in the ballot box and will be sealed together with the materials which are supposed to be in the box. And that then leaves 1 copy which is supposed to be pasted on the door.
1 copy will be sealed with the votes in the ballot box as required by the election regulations. 4 copies will be shared between the presidential candidates, who include Deputy President William Ruto of UDA, Raila Amolo Odinga of Azimio la Umoja One Kenya, George Ojakoya of Roots Party, and Wahiga Maore of Agano Party. The form was at the heart of the election petition back in 2017, one of the major reasons that led to the nullification of the said polls.